Let's move to the next chapter now. The next chapter is advanced ruling. Everyone, please come to a chapter of advanced ruling. Everyone over here now, listen. Advanced ruling. Again, a C graded chapter from exam point of view. 4 mark is something which is the maximum I expect from this chapter. 4 mark is something which I expect from this chapter. Now listen. What is advanced ruling? Supposingly, you are a person, you have some doubts. GST is a new law. Anyone can have a doubt. So if you have a doubt, who are the people who can go for advanced ruling? Remember, applicant can be a registered person. If you are a registered person, can you go for advanced ruling? If you are a registered person, can you go for advanced ruling? Yes. Or if you are an unregistered person who is desirous of obtaining registration, then also you can go for advanced ruling. What is advanced ruling, everyone? If you have any question, you can just go ahead and ask them. They will give you a reply. That's all is advanced ruling. Everyone listen to me very carefully. So whenever one person has a doubt, he can go for the advanced ruling authority. The most important question which they go and ask in the exam, what are the questions? What are the questions you can ask the advanced ruling authority? Here. Section number 97, you don't have to remember the section numbers in this chapter anywhere. Everyone here. What are the questions you can ask the advanced ruling authority? You just have to see the advanced ruling list. Remember, these are the questions you can go ahead and ask the advanced ruling authority. Everyone over here now. C means what? Classification of goods, services, or both. If you have classification related issue, you can go ahead and ask them. Secondly, A for applicability of a notification. Sir, this notification which you have issued, which the government has issued, I am not able to understand whether this notification is applicable to me, not applicable. You can ask the advanced ruling authority. R for registration requirement. If you are required registration or not required registration, if you have a doubt, you can ask the advanced ruling authority. L for liability. If you are not able to determine your liability, sir, I am not able to calculate my GST. Can you help? They can help you. Then I for ITC. Sir, whether admissibility of ITC, whether ITC, can I take it? Can I not take it? This item pay, should I take ITC or I should not go ahead and take the ITC? Who will clarify? Advanced ruling authority. S for supply. Whether what I am doing is supply or not supply. Who will clarify? Advanced ruling authority. Whether anything done results in supply. The last one, T for time of supply and value of supply determination. Also they can go ahead and help you. Tell me one thing. What are the... Array. ठीक है. See the advanced ruling list. See advanced ruling list. Tell me one thing, everyone. What are the questions you can go ahead and ask the advanced ruling authority? C for classification. A for applicability of a notification. R for registration required, not required, etc. L for liability determination. I for ITC admissibility. Whether I can take the ITC, whether I can't take the ITC. Then LIS, supply. Whether what I am doing results in supply, does not result in supply. T, time of supply and value of supply. All these questions you can go ahead and ask the advanced ruling authority. They have asked multiple times the same question in the exam. Please remember this, very important from exam point of view. Next. Now listen, whenever you have any question, you have to give your application to whom, everyone? Advanced ruling authority. Advanced ruling authority is every state wise or union territory wise. It's there in every state and every union territory. Now listen, you have to give application in ARA 01 along with a fees of 5,000 rupees. Now, whenever you go ahead and file the application, they will go ahead and send your application to a concerned officer and tell, I want all the details regarding to Ramesh, and that concerned officer will go ahead and give the details to them. Are we clear, everyone? This advanced ruling authority there are two people who are there, who are joint commissioner or above. One is a member of the central government, one is a member of the state. Everyone over here. Now once you have gone ahead and given the application and they have got the records also from here, they will go ahead and examine the application and they will examine the records and they will see whether this person ka application should be accept or should we reject. Are we clear, everyone? So now they will go ahead, examine the application and the records. Plus, they will provide an opportunity of being heard. Sir, opportunity of being heard will be given to you. You are the applicant and or the authorized representative, and it will be given to the concerned officer and the authorized representative. This officer also will come for hearing. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Now they have two options. Either they can admit your application or they can reject your application. Very, very important to remember for exam. What 2 mark question can come? When can they go ahead and reject your application? When can the advanced ruling authority reject your application? If the question which you have raised, people, see, advanced ruling, a ruling taken in advance. Ruling taken in advance. Supposingly, I was already caught by the officer. I took ITC which was ineligible. And now I am telling, after being caught, I will go for advance ruling. Advance ruling authority will not entertain your advance ruling. Are we clear? Ruling means that question should have been asked in advance. After you are caught, you cannot go ahead and ask this question. Can I go ahead, everyone? Here. If question raised in the application is already pending, means what question you are asking, it might be it is already pending before any other authority, or decided in any proceeding, means against you proceedings had happened and the question ka answer is already decided, and you are telling now I'll go for advance ruling, they will go ahead and reject. But always remember one thing. So first is what, everyone? If question raised is already pending, or it is already decided in any proceeding in case of the applicant, then they are going ahead and telling we will reject the application. Now they are telling they will give opportunity of being heard and then they will pass the rejection. Sir, always remember one copy will be given to you and the concerned officer. Sir, for an example, I have gone ahead and asked the advance ruling, not advance, I have asked in advance only. Everything is fine. I have not done any cheating, sir. I was not caught. I was not caught. I have not gone ahead and taken ITC. And I am asking whether should I take ITC or not in advance only, sir. In that scenario, they will go ahead and admit the application. Now they will examine further material evidences. Basically, they will ask you, or they will go ahead and ask the authority will come to your premises. They will send to your premises some people. They will obtain the evidences. Either you have to give them or they will obtain it. And now they will give opportunity of being heard to you and the concerned officer. And if there is any difference in opinion between them, if there is any difference in opinion, one is telling Ramesh should get ITC. One is telling Ramesh should not get ITC. Then remember one thing, they will go ahead, state the point of difference. And they will send the case to whom? The AAR. What is AAR? Appellate Authority for Advance Ruling. The case will go to the AAR. Now AAR will decide. Can I go ahead, everyone? Listen. But sir, if between them there is no difference in opinion, then what will happen? Then they will go ahead. No, there is no difference in opinion. Then they will pronounce the advance ruling, means they will give the advance ruling. They will give the advance ruling within how many days? 90 days. And one copy will be given to you and one copy will be given to the concerned officer. Now listen. Now either you can be agreed, I wanted the input tax credit. They have not gone ahead and given me the input tax credit. Now what to do? If you want, you can go to whom, everyone? AAR, and go for a appeal. And your ARA 02 May application will go along with a fees of 10,000 rupees. Sir, if aggrieved is the concerned officer, if the GST officer is aggrieved, he can go ahead and also file an application with the AAR. Whoever is aggrieved, either you are aggrieved or the GST officer is aggrieved, whoever is aggrieved, they will file an application. Remember, it will always go within 30 days, plus further extension can be given of 30 days, and your application should go to the AAR. My question to all of you, what are the cases when a case can go to the AAR? Applicant is aggrieved, concerned officer is aggrieved, or there is a difference in opinion between the members. Now, once the case will come to these people, they will give opportunity of being heard to both the party, concerned officer and the applicant, and they will confirm or they will modify the ruling. What ruling was already given, either they will confirm it or they will modify. And they will pass an order within how many days? 90 days. And a copy will be given to you, the concerned officer, your jurisdictional officer, and the AAR. AAR means Authority for Advance Ruling. Everyone over here now, please come to the right hand side. If Authority for advance ruling went ahead and passed an order. If the authority for advance ruling went ahead and passed an order and there's an apparent mistake, there's some mistake which happened, can they rectify it? They can rectify within 6 months from the date of the order. But always remember, if they are rectifying any order, everyone over here, if they are rectifying any order and because of which my liability is going up or my input tax rate is coming down, they always have to give me opportunity of being heard. Opportunity of being heard, if rectification results in increase in the tax liability or reduction of input tax credit. Section number 103, very, very important again from this chapter. Remember this. If they go ahead and pass an order, everyone listen. Applicability of advance ruling. Sir, advance ruling passed. Advance ruling given to me saying that I am selling this bottle, I should charge only. Supposingly, they went ahead and gave me an advance ruling with respect to this bottle. They went ahead and classified this as thermal item and they gave me a classification related advance ruling. My question over here is, can my advance ruling be applied by my friend? Advance ruling is always person related. Are we clear? If advance ruling has been given, advance ruling is binding on whom? Applicant and his concerned or jurisdictional officer in respect of the applicant only. Unless there is a change in law, fact, circumstances supporting the original advance ruling. Sir, what do you mean by this? Everyone listen to me very carefully. Ram went ahead and took one advance ruling. Can Shyam also go ahead and apply the same advance ruling? Yes or no? No. Remember this point, everyone. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, I have taken one advance ruling. Is it valid for lifetime? No. Remember, yes, it is valid. But unless there is a change in law, fact, or circumstances supporting the original advance ruling. Please remember this, everyone. Next. Sir, I have taken one advance ruling by fraud, suppression, willful misstatement. Remember one thing, advance ruling will be void ab initio. They have gone ahead and told what are the powers of the AAR and AAR. They can discover and do inspection. They can enforce the attendance. People, this AAR and AAR, what are the powers? They can enforce attendance of any person, examine him on oath. They can issue commissions and compelling the production of books and other records. They have all the power of a civil court under the Code of Civil Procedures. I want to ask you some question, everyone. Listen. Okay, this chapter is C graded, everyone. Exam point of view, say this is important. Okay, one point which I want you to remember. Sir, what if these people have a difference in opinion? If they have a difference in opinion, advance ruling cannot be given. Remember, advance ruling cannot be given. There is no further appeal. One more thing. Sir, can I directly go to the AAR? I don't want to go to AAR. I directly want to go to AAR. Not possible. One more point you have to remember always. What question cannot be asked to the advance ruling authorities? Place of supply related question. Why place of supply related question? Because whenever place of supply related question comes, it is always two states will get involved. Whether it is intra or inter. Two states are involved. So two states, they are going ahead and telling, in this case, advance ruling should not get in because two states means every state will have their own advance ruling authority. Our state will say, we should get the credit. It is intrastate. Yes or no? And hence they went ahead and told, in this scenario, advance ruling cannot be taken. I want you guys to remember this very carefully. What are the cases advance ruling can be given? And also, place of supply related question cannot be asked to the advance ruling authority at this point. Secondly, within how many days advance ruling is given? 90 days. 1 mark MCQ can come. Remember, when can advance ruling authority reject your application? When the question is already pending or already decided in your case. Also, one more question which they can ask is advance ruling, on whom is advance ruling binding? On me and my jurisdictional officer with respect to me only. Can I go ahead, everyone? Can any other person take the benefit of my advance ruling? No. Can any other person apply the advance ruling which was given to me? No. They should take fresh advance ruling. Also, they can ask you, Ram went ahead and took one advance ruling by fraud. What will happen? It is void ab initio. Also, they can ask you, advance ruling was taken, but now there is a change in fact, circumstance, and fact, law, fact, and circumstance. Then what will happen? The advance ruling is gone. You have to take a fresh advance ruling. Everyone, in my opinion, that much is more than enough. Okay, one more thing. Who can apply for advance ruling? Registered person as well as unregistered person. Registered person also can apply. Unregistered person also can apply. These are some of the important points which you should take care from this chapter. I'll close my revision on the chapter of advance ruling.